so none of his fellows come to his aid. I mean, this is Greek tragedy. Nobody said every pun had to be funny. I expect our next speaker's speech will be considerably less tragic. Emiko Tagami will be presenting a 5 to 7 minute speech from level 2 of the Pathways Innovative Planning Path, Understanding Your Leadership Style. Emiko has taken leadership roles in past years and discovered her own style that she feels works well. Today, Emiko shares the leadership principles that she has learned through real-life experiences. Please help me welcome Emiko for her speech, Emiko's Leadership Principles.
You're muted, Emiko.
Thank you. Well, do it again. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster and fellow Toastmasters and guests. I would like to share my learnings from past leadership experiences today. First, what is a leader in the simplest way? That is, to me, is a person who leads a group of people from a starting point A to a goal B. And what we need in order to achieve a goal, to me, is all members need to be on the same page. But there is a consideration when especially bring in something new, because unfamiliar things could feel too huge, which create a resistance to go forward to some people. If I observe that, and I would share the mentality, while we cannot eat an elephant, but we can start from a bite size. So I make it simple and a small chunk size so that people feel it is attainable. Now, what is the first step as a leader? Well, to me, is share a clear goal. That is very important. Why we do, that is a purpose. What benefits are, what you do. Also, follow-up is important. How can we be accountable? How the person doing? And share accomplishments too. Okay, now what important virtues as a leader, essential quality as a leader. First of all, motivate people. It's important how be positive, acknowledge, and appreciate. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen always. Like at the previous company I worked, they downsized while I was working there. And I was the last person in the department. As a result, I had to do everything for 3 people job all by myself in 8 hours. That's what company asked me. Well, what came up to me is 40 hours per week of overtime, plus 40 hours of the regular work without overtime pay. I shouldn't have done that. But my choice was, I serve better for the customer that I've been working with, because it's nothing to do with them. So that was my choice. In exchange, what I got from the company was just a criticism. They always asked me, why you cannot say what I said? Why you cannot do as accordingly as before we downsized? Of course, it's impossible, but they never listened to me. It was not the clip. So as a result, I left it. But I'm pretty sure if there are 2 words, thank you, I could have stayed longer. Like, thank you, Emiko, for your hard work. Please be patient. That's the word I wanted to. Be positive, acknowledge, appreciate. That's the moment I confirmed as a leader. It's really an important virtue. And then also listen equally. That is, some people are different from others. It's not easy to express, what they feel. Like people feel, I'm an extroverted person, but actually I'm introverted. So it's not very comfortable to share what I thought, freely, especially before. But I know those people also have some kind of fantastic ideas when get a chance to talk. So in the end, I usually ask, what is your idea? How do you think? What's your insight? And the first 1 or 2 times, they may not ready to tell because they are not get used to. But if I keep doing that way without pushing, then eventually they're going to open up to speak up. I believe that's a beautiful thing, because more opinion, more things equally is really a matter in a team. Also, in the last one here is be a role model. So I work hard and be positive, acknowledge, appreciate, listen equally. Then probably people follow me. If I don't do it, probably people don't. But if I be a role model, it's easier. What is a good way to do that? Now, I confess I have an obstacle as a leader, but it is easier for me to do by myself because faster. When I'm explaining, from A to Z, I can finish it, but it's not in a good way. I learned one of the team goal is to learn and grow together, because cannot do everything alone. As African proverb said, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And I choose go together because I wanted to go far together. My principle, 1 for all for 1, because 1 plus 1 is not always equal to 2 with this manner. It's going to be more than 3, probably. Mr. Toastmaster, thank you.
Thank you, Emiko. Once again, Mr. Timer, may we have 1 minute to send our comments privately to him?